We're here with former MAC Assistant Commissioner Jay Williams, who recalls many of the great MAC memories from the mid-1990s. And Jay, let's first talk about the 1995 MAC postseason and all the excitement that surrounded those achievements with St. Peter's, Manhattan, and Canisius all making some postseason noise.
Yeah, that was a very exciting time. We were running the 1995 first and second rounds in Albany, the first NCAA tournament that we had hosted at the MAC, and so it was a very exciting time from that standpoint, but it was also very exciting within the league because we'd had a very thrilling league race that year. Manhattan was the clear favorite. They were about 25-5, I think, going into the tournament, and led by Fran Fraschilla, and they had such stalwarts as Keith Bullock and Jamal Marshall on that team, and they were an outstanding team. And what happened was they got upset in the championship game by a very good St. Peter's squad, which was always tough come tournament time. They played great defense, which is always the key to a good team. So they were the automatic bid to the NCAA tournament, and they both of them had also beat out a very good Canisius squad, led by Craig Wise and Michael Meeks, and coached by current Michigan coach John Beilein. So what happened was we had a big party set up, a viewing party for the NCAA tournament show, always the highlight of my year, the NCAA tournament show, and we're at a big place in Albany. They had the big screens, and people were asking us before the game what we thought our chances of getting Manhattan into the tournament were. And I remember saying to a couple of the reporters, hey, you know, we're tight with Bill Hancock, who at that time was running the NCAA tournament, since, you know, he'd spent a lot of time in Albany getting us ready. I said, you know, Bill's got to go in there and really talk up Manhattan. That's what we told him. So, you know, we were kind of laughing about it, but just a couple of minutes into the show, there was Manhattan posted on the board going against Oklahoma. They were number 13 seed, and so it was very exciting for us. And St. Peter's which had won the automatic bid, got put in Albany, which was great for us too, because we got a chance to see them play. Now they were, since they were a surprise victor, they got to play UMass with Marcus Camby and Coach Cal. So that was a very interesting matchup as well. So anyway, we hosted that. Unfortunately, St. Peter's got a little too much Camby in that game. They hung in there for a half, but the second half, UMass pulled away. And then Coach Calipari and Coach Fraschilla were very, very tight. So we had a closed practice on the Saturday that Manhattan was playing, and Manhattan was playing Oklahoma. And so Coach Cal kept calling me in to give me the updates on the scores of the Manhattan game. And so we were watching the Manhattan game, and Rich and I had sat through many years of seeing our teams lose in the first round. So Manhattan comes up with a big upset over Oklahoma, and wouldn't you know that we're not there because we're hosting our own tournament in Albany. So, but it was very exciting for us. I remember Brother Scanlon, the then president of Manhattan, showing me the papers one day and showing me the back page of the Post that was all about the Jaspers, and saying, hey, listen, I can't even buy this. They don't even sell the back page of the Post. So it was very exciting. Manhattan went on to lose in the second round in just an unbelievable great game where they got, unfortunately, a couple of, you know, what they considered bad whistles towards the end of the game, but it was a great second round game as well. They came very close to getting to the Sweet 16. Meanwhile, Canisius, which had a great run all year, they got into a great NIT run, and I remember seeing a couple of the games. One of the games in particular, they played, I believe it was Washington State up in Buffalo, and they kind of took it to them. And Washington State was a pretty good team. They had the kid Mark Hendrickson, who played in the NBA for a while, and I think still is a pitcher in Major League Baseball. So that was kind of interesting. But they made it all the way down to the quarterfinals, the NIT, which was very exciting. Michael Meeks, a kid from Canada, was a great inside player, and Craig Wise, one of the better outside players in that era, in mid-major basketball. And Coach Beeline really, had the whole town of Buffalo buzzing with that. But overall, that was a great postseason. We were lucky enough to have some of the great games of the tournament at our venue. The Friday night game of Old Dominion and Villanova, which we hosted, triple overtime game when Villanova, coached by Steve Lapis, the former Manhattan coach who we knew very well, they lost in triple overtime to P.D. Sessions and ODU, which is a game that people still talk about. So that postseason '95 was really a lot of fun, and it was great exposure from the MAC in a lot of different ways.
Great. Let's talk about